Hi guys, this is Son this is not a pick a card reading. I will be doing one probably tomorrow. I already did today's one yesterday, so I'm good. But this is an inspired video, a drawing video, based off of this channel, literally, that just got started. The channel's name is Ever Changing hyphen Mia, and hi, ever changing. Basically, you are so sweet. I'm 6 minutes in. I rewinded a bit because we're about to get started, and I literally while listening to your video, I was searching around my room. I was like, where did my sketchbook go? Because I got one a year ago, and it's like, whatever happened to that? So I never found it, but I have sheet music. So I'm just going to use the back of it to draw with. But yeah, I'm just going to make this, not an unlisted video, but I'm going to put up a post actually, because I feel like a lot of people would vibe with this. So if you guys didn't see the post, which I have not done now, but I will before this video uploads, so you will have seen it by then. But for those of you guys who do not see the post that I make sharing this video, and the video is called Creative Meditation, Fear of Change. What was I saying? For those of you who did not see that post, but are interested in creative meditation, you should check out her video. I'll put a link to the channel if you guys are interested. Basically, the idea is there's person who goes by Ever Changing, and she's just talking about how a way of meditation that works really well for her is to let thoughts come and go while drawing, which I've actually done this before. If you guys look really hard, in the down my huge list of videos that I've made, you'll probably see some where I have done drawings and used those in my pick a card readings, but I have no idea where those ones are, so good luck to finding them. But someday I'm gonna be organizing all of my videos again. But anyways, I'm just gonna get started with this. I'm not gonna record during this whole time. This is just a vlog video, basically letting you guys know that I'm really excited to do this. And basically the theme of the day is fear of change, and she kind of just mentioned something you can try to do while drawing for 20-30 minutes while listening to music is think about the best things that you could think of when that happens and the worst, and to try to balance it out while you're drawing, and while you have thoughts, let them come and go, and to draw them out. And I really like this. She said that basically there are no mistakes. She draws with pen, which I think is super cool. Also, Ever Changing, you mentioned because life is beautiful, and I literally just randomly posted on my social media life is truly beautiful. And so yeah, I don't know if you practice this or something, but this is a really good speech. I just want to say the whole beginning to your video, yeah, definitely, you're so beautiful. Very much this feels like a good idea. This is inspiring me. I think if you enjoy doing the channel, it's going to inspire many others, and you come off as very authentic. Not that it matters how I feel about what you come off as, but you do to me, very much so. So I just wanted to throw that out there, and thank you for this video. And yeah, I think it's really cool that your thing is art. My thing has always been music since I was little, and definitely I am never going to outgrow that. Yeah, I very much am able to let my thoughts out with music, whether it's anger, sadness, happiness, fear, whatever the feelings are. So I totally get you with that. And yeah, today is February 28th, guys. This is the last day of February. Happy February. I hope you guys are having a good one. I don't know about you guys, but just all sorts of miraculous opportunities, conversations, just all sorts of things have really just like presented itself today, and it's absolutely beautiful. And I'm just really excited for March and for continuing down my own path, and for all of you guys to go down your own individual paths. And yeah, I'm really excited to try this out. It's been a while, and so I'm really excited to finally do this, and eventually I will find my sketchbook. If not, I will get another one. I really like the idea of having a sketchbook. But yeah, I think that's about it. I really think if you guys are interested in her channel, you guys should check it out. And I will talk to you all later. I have so much I want to like share with this channel. And I hope you guys don't find it too out of the way. Don't worry, I'll be doing pick a card readings still, and the weekly readings. But it seems a lot of people are having a lot of ideas right now and putting them out there. And so basically I just want to give everyone shout outs. I just want to share the things that I'm watching and the connections I'm making, because I've seen how much I've been able to impact your guys' lives. I'm eternally grateful. I never imagined that I would be able to make such an impact on other people's lives. And now I totally get why people say that. You know, all those people where they're like, oh wow, I never thought I could make such an impact on others' lives. Like, it makes so much sense now. And I already believe we're all impacting everybody's lives just by living our own life to the fullest. So for any of you out there, if you haven't shared or feel like you've connected a ton or anything, just know you are contributing just the same as I. Just by being on your path, you are helping the world. You are helping the universe. There is no better or worse here with helping, other than like how much are you caring for yourself. And then maybe I'll put like a better and worse on that. Like, the more you care for yourself, the better. But truly, just the more you keep trying and just being on your journey. I feel you, and I trust that we've all got this, basically. And many times we might witness a lot of people around us where it might not reflect that way, where it's like we might see a lot of things kind of fall apart, but you just gotta trust that whatever happens with others, that they got this too. Yeah, and that we are only our own responsibility, but do what feels right to you. Because even though that is the case, then it's like, oh, like every person for themselves, right? That is not at all what I'm saying. But what I am saying is, if you've learned that a connection or that something is not what you were asking for with reality, with your life, with what you're creating, then you deserve better. You deserve what it is that you're asking for. You deserve what it is that you believe you deserve, and you deserve the most. You deserve unconditional love, and whatever that means to you. Yeah. And sometimes it can take a lot of learning for certain individuals to reach that stage in their lives. But everyone is on their own journey trying to do that, I believe. Trying to manifest for themselves. And the only way you can do that is finding the stuff within. You can't create your life by getting things from the outside world. You have to create it from within. literally like magic, but inside of your body. Just think of your reality. Not Don't try thinking of it of like you need to change the outside world, but no, it's just you change yourself, you change what you feel inside, you find it inside, you like draw that energy out, draw, literally, and you create and believe that you have the ability to create from within. And then like maybe some of you are listening and are like, how do I do that? You just do. I know that's not helpful, but it's like what is it that you want, and try to find that inside of yourself. That's the best I can say. Because I don't really know quite myself. I'm still on my journey, writing intentions, writing down my manifestations, and sometimes it's hard for me to even know what to manifest. An analogy I used with somebody is kind of like, it's like there's a lot of like, I guess you can call professional manifestors where people really just know what they want, and sometimes for me, I'm like, I don't know what I want, and I take it like this. Sometimes your situation, it's like maybe you're in a blizzard. During a blizzard, what you will think of when you write manifestations will just be things to get out of the blizzard. Warmth, stuff for survival, food, things like that. So it's okay if your manifestations aren't something like crazy, or like, even if it's like life, like I know my life purpose and whatever that means to you. It's like, even something like that, it's totally okay if what you're writing down in your manifestations is something as simple as like, I have, and by as simple, I mean everything is big at the same time, but I just mean like, it's like if you can't think super far into the future, think of what you need right now. Think of what it is right now that you want to change, that you want to shift. What is it about your current reality that feels undesirable to you? And then make changes based off of that. So those are some random messages, and I'm gonna get into this now. Actually, I think I'm gonna find food and then come back and then get into this. Yeah, and so I just want to share a little bit about my experience today. I'm not gonna get super into details because things are still working out, and by working out, it's like I don't even know. I'm just so basically though, what I'm trying to say is I'm so excited for where things are gonna go. The opportunities have come my way that literally just manifested at the same time that I made changes to my life and declared what it is that I'm worthy of. And it can be really scary, the fear of change. Sometimes there's something in your life or someone in your life, and you have a feeling all of a sudden of what this means now, and that you want to do something different, or you feel in some way or another that this isn't what you were asking or looking for. And it can be scary to let that go. But when you do, you find what you're looking for. And when you find what you're looking for within yourself, it does manifest in the physical world. It's just, that just seems to be one of the laws of attraction, laws of nature, of the universe. It's pretty cool. So I'm just in such a state of gratitude. Thank you all so much from the bottom of my heart, my soul, just all of your guys' energy, support, just everything you're all doing, everyone I've met, all the kind words, the kind comments, the emails, the opportunities, and truly, there's just something that just completely blew my mind, and I can't wait to share more about what these opportunities are. But that's for a different vlog. That's for a different video. At a different time. I'm just really excited. But yeah, it has. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna spoil anything. keep you guys guessing. Ow. By the way, if you guys have been wondering, I've had these canker sores for like the last week. So there's a lot of videos where you might notice I'm not like expressing as much. It is just literally because it's like it's all along like my inner lips, and so they're almost done healing. They're still definitely there though. So yeah, I've been really conscious of that because it's hard not to when it like stings. So yeah, that is why I might look more tired and stuff like that, or like, yeah, because I've gotten a few emails and comments like, like, hope you're doing okay and this and that. I am a-okay. I'm just healing, physically, physically, and been going through things. It's like emotionally and mentally, those really came into alignment, and then when those came into alignment, all throughout February, it's been spiritually that I've been really growing up. It's all of them, all four of those elements. It's just I've been going through a lot of development. This is kind of different than the healing I was going through for like the last several years. Instead, it's more like developing and learning. I've been developing a lot, and yeah, it's my own personal growth, and this is the type of personal growth that for sure my sisters have been like kind of hoping for when it comes to my journey, because in the past I would have a lot of these problems or these painful experiences for me, and I would talk to my sister about it, and it had to do with friends and like my dynamics with friends and stuff, and it's just a whole different world because my sister, she's already very self-reliant and already very developed when it comes to that, and that's not better or worse, of course. It's just everyone's different, and I happen to have a lot of empathy, as you guys know, and yeah, and so this is just kind of like stuff that I think she has been anticipating and seeing in my growth as I'm going on my own journey, and I think as many people who grew up with me, like my other siblings and stuff, are noticing as well. And yeah, I'm just really proud of myself for getting to where I am. It's like my biggest challenge is not worrying about the other person and doing what I'm gonna do, and I learned to do that. When we get triggered or we react, of course we don't want to hurt people and be able to communicate elegantly and gracefully like all the time, but there are certain karmic situations that when you are going through it yourself, that even when you figure out the lesson, because it's a two-way street, no matter how elegantly you try to do it, no matter how much you're trying not to react, it becomes a reaction anyways, and sometimes you just have to let it out. If the way you are reacting is with the intention, you're not trying to hurt, you are not trying to lose, you're not trying to take, you're not trying to express lack, but instead you are trying to express fullness, what you are feeling, your honest, truthful emotions, things like that, it is going to sting others, it is going to be a reaction, but it's going to be the truth, so long as that is your intention, of course, and sometimes it comes out really mysteriously, but once it just comes out, and it might come out in forms that it wasn't how you were thinking of it, and then suddenly you're reacting, and suddenly it's expanding into this big reaction, harsh words and thoughts that you're not meaning to put on another individual or something. But once you get that out there, then just live your life knowing that you expressed your truth and that this is your experience, and watch your life transform. It's pretty incredible. It's pretty crazy. Like, the more you stand up for yourself, the more you truly stand up for yourself and prioritize yourself and what that means to you and what you want people and experiences to treat you with. This isn't about changing other people. This is about if your outside world is not reflecting what it is that you want and how you, then you need to make the change. Then you need to make the decision that it's like those outside forces won't change, and so you can change and you can say, all right, you guys can't give me what I want, I'm out of here. Basically, I'm going to find that within my own self. To me, what I've learned is I would rather be alone than be around people that make me feel insignificant, that make me feel like garbage. I would rather be alone, enjoying my own journey and trying to figure out how to enjoy my own journey from within, than be around people who are going to use me, take advantage of me, not listen to me, not pay attention to me when I listen, when I pay attention, when I give, when I do it unconditionally. And it was to the point where I was giving unconditionally, and it's not even like, okay, where's my gift back? No, it was like, then they, even beyond what I was already doing, they would take, and they would take, and they would take, and it's just like, no, I deserve better than that. And what happens is people either leave, exit out of your life naturally, or from you saying nope, or suddenly they recognize certain things within themselves and they make their own changes, and they might meet your standards, and that is up to them. You don't have to force that out of anyone. You don't have to tell someone you have to be this certain way. It's just, no, this is just as simple as what it means to be in my life, and you're either going to make it or break it. It's like the Bachelor, but like with your life. You're like, I'm sorry, this week Susan or Sally or Joe or person, like, you will not be continuing on my path. Like, you do not get the rose for the next week of this, you know? It's like, you didn't make the cut, you know? Like, you didn't make the audition. I'm sorry. Like, it's not what I'm looking for. And it's like, you don't have to feel bad. You don't have to do anything different. It's just, from my journey, you didn't make the cut. And what's awesome is auditions, you get to choose if people are allowed to make another audition, and things like that. And sometimes, sometimes like think of like a TV show where like someone's like, hi, like, I'm blah blah blah, and I'll be singing this song, and then they like blow the audition because they're super nervous, and then like that person who's like really respected, and they're like, you are not making it into this place, but then like for some reason like the person's like crying one day, like somewhere in like the hall room setting, and the teacher, like, the student doesn't know the teacher's listening, and then the student just sings out their feeling, and the teacher, like, the person cries, and then like they just hear in the back, like out of nowhere, and the student's like, what? And the teacher's like, you're in. Come on. Like, classes start Tuesday. Don't be late. That's kind of what life is like. So when you lose the audition, when I or you, sorry, I was saying you, but like, put it into your perspective. When someone misses their shot with you, and you're like, no more shots, no more auditions, goodbye. You never know when just suddenly you'll, at a time where there's just no audition, you can grow from there, and maybe something new will blossom someday. Maybe something new will blossom right then and there all of a sudden. You never know. But when you know that something's not working, you've got to go with it. And you've got to say, I'm sorry, this is not working. And you've really got to do that. Even if the other person's like, why? Like, I don't get why this isn't working. So sometimes it's just not. It's just not what you were looking for with your life. And this is not about judging. This is not about, like, you have to be a certain way or have a certain personality or this or that. No, it's just, you can't get taken advantage of. You can't let people treat you a certain way from a feeling of lack. And it's gonna look really cryptic and mysterious when you put it into reality. But you've really got to stand up for yourself. And that's what I mean by you are the auditioner. Not like, you are the person who gets to allow if people come into your life, if people stay, if people go. You get to decide. And not deciding in like, oh, they treat me terribly, but I love them, so I want this. No, it's like, they treat me terribly, I wish they didn't, I do want them, like, but I don't want this, and they aren't able to stop doing this to me, whether they're conscious of it, whether they're not conscious of it, whatever the reason is, it's okay, except for the fact of, like, if you don't feel good about whatever it is, and it can be very scary to let it go. And that has to do with codependency, that has to do with fear, with love. That's true love. Everything, in my opinion, is true love. And then the biggest thing is needing to put that true love to yourself. Ask yourself, is this how I, the love of my life, want to feel or be treated by other loved ones, other people that I love? And the answer is no. You need to decide and take action and put up boundaries, step away, withdraw, make declarations. I will no longer, like, make you feel like that. Then you feel like you have to be there for me even though I don't feel you are there for me. Okay, I'll make it easy for you. I will just say it verbally then. I will not come out or reach out to you for help. I will try my best to not put that on you, like, if that's how you feel, like, whatever the reason is, whatever the conversations go to, it's like, okay, I'm not reaching out to you then. Okay, I won't do this. Oh, okay, this isn't working. I'm not going to be a part of this then either. And making those declarations known. And sometimes you don't even need to say them, depending on the situation, of course. This is all up to you guys. You're the creator of your own reality. But I promise you, if you stay true to yourself and do what you believe is best for yourself and only accept the utmost of what you deserve in life, you will have it. You will manifest it. It's not about will I? It's not about doubt or fear, like, oh, I hope that's what I want and I'll wish it, but we can't all be winners. No, we all can be winners. You can create your life. You can create your reality. You do create your life in reality, but you can create the life, the reality that you want. You can. And it's not necessarily going to be easy, but it's definitely rewarding. And how much you get to learn about yourself and know about yourself and really see your worth. I was watching Riverdale the other night, and basically there's this character. Oh my gosh, I get really emotional. I'm already getting emotional. And basically, he gets an offer from someone. He overhears someone who's doing, like, boxing, and he's being told to throw the match. Like, he wants his first fight in the ring. And the guy is like, okay, I'll pay you $5,000 and you have to throw the match. And stupid main character, he's like, okay, like, he does it. And then, like, he talks to someone, this person. I'm trying not to spoil in case you guys, like, ever want to watch it or something. I'm not going to, like, say, like, oh, yeah, this is, like, a go-to, like, super positive show. It's the best thing ever. For me, I really resonate with it. I love it a lot, and I get very emotional. It's very dark, but I get very emotional with it. Anyways, he's talking to this girl, like, oh, I spoiled. He's talking to this person saying like, yeah, I'm gonna throw the match and lose, and or I'm not gonna like I'm gonna lose, and they're like, not with that attitude, and the main character's like, no, like literally I'm going to like I'm being paid to throw the match, and they're like, why? And the person's like, I'm getting paid $5,000, and this stood out to me. The person said, that's how much you think you're worth. Boom, right then and yes, exactly. You are worth infinite. Like, just like the main character, like, don't settle for less. Don't take the shortcut. Take the long way. Take the way of like, I deserve everything I want. Everything. And nothing less. Do it. And you don't need to take shortcuts to get there. You don't have to literally get beat up to get there. It doesn't have to be a path of suffering to get what you want. You can let go of what no longer serves and just evaluate. Is this what I want? Is this treating me the way I deserve to be treated? Is this experience what I deserve to experience? And once you answer yes or no, and you get to decide, did I deserve this? Did I want this? Should I keep this experience? You get to decide yes or no. And if you keep on deciding, no, I deserve better, I really do, I truly do, you will get better. You will manifest better. It's as simple as that. It's really that simple. It's about 100% believing in yourself and your abilities, 100% believing that you get to have everything you want in your life. And people who told you that you couldn't, or that you can't, or that you need to do something their way to do it, or oh, you need to go to school, or oh, you have to do this. No, you don't have to listen to any of that. It's as simple as loving yourself. It was exactly what you thought as a kid. Or maybe if you were a kid but you didn't think that already, that's okay too. We're all on our own journeys, but it's exactly what your inner child, if you were a kid, you had an inner child that was just that much wounded. If already as a child, maybe you didn't have like these wonderments of like, maybe it is just love myself and I get to have everything I want. Yeah, so wherever you're at on your journey, I hope this helped. Thank you so much, Ever Changing. Literally, that let me do this vlog, and I wasn't even thinking about saying all this stuff. This is kind of what I've been going through throughout February. So a lot has been going on in my life, and I've been making a lot of changes to what I think I need to do with my time and energy, and just putting it all into myself. I am trying to release the best I can doubts or worries or concerns for others, or oh, the way I'm doing this is gonna hurt their feelings. No, I'm like getting more and more in my truth, less and less afraid to tell people what's really on my mind, and also understanding that I don't have to tell people what's on my mind. I can just make a decision. I can just do what I want. And if you worry about let's say it's the other way, like you really care for someone and something happens and you don't know what's going on with them, you don't have to. You probably will, because I've been there. You will worry, what did I do? How do I fix it? What did I do wrong? How can I help? All sorts of things. At the end of the day, you don't have to take it personally. You can just trust they are on their own journey, and you will find what you're looking for. It doesn't have to be through that specific person, no matter how deep that connection is. And believe me, I have lost so much. I have lost a lot in my life. I've gotten lots of things too. It is all about life and death, and going through these cycles. You get things and you let them go, and you keep doing this and you go with the flow. There are many people that I wanted to be friends with growing up, but the way I was treated, I could not tolerate it, and I would get bullied, and I would lose my friends. I would lose the whole group. I would get cyberbullied, all sorts of things, and I would react. I would stop going to school. All sorts of things happened, but I kept deciding this is not how my friends should treat me. And in some perspectives, I had lots of friends throughout growing up. In a different perspective, which I have had for myself growing up, and even now, but I have many perspectives, of course. One of my perspectives is I had no friends growing up. I did have nobody growing up. No friends, no family, and I have a big family. I have like 5 siblings. I have 5 siblings, and then kind of more even when it comes to like sibling in-laws and stuff like that, and I feel we are all soul siblings, soul brothers, soul sister, all that stuff already. And I had like ton of cousins, and like all sorts of things like that. But growing up, I never felt more alone in my life around these people, and a lot has changed now, and that's fantastic. And family sort of is for life in my experience right now with the way things are, but I am making that choice. It is where I'm at right now, and my living situation, I still live at home, so that just makes sense. This can totally change when I move, and it will change. And my family, they are very blessed to have me, and yes, I'm blessed to have them. Yes, I get that. I truly am in a state of appreciation. There are certain things where I will move, and if moving makes a huge change in the dynamic of how I get treated when I'm around certain family members, then cool, then I will be there. But if I feel the same, I'm going to continue off my journey. And this is probably the opposite of what my family members wanted. Like, this is gonna get real deep, real dark. I hope you guys aren't listening to this, but can listen to this. This is gonna sound real negative, and so I'm not trying to put any sort of negative energy, but it's like, it is very sad that like what is inspiring me so much in this place to really thrive and succeed is that I want to get away from this reality. I like close people in my life. I am being inspired by them that to leave so I don't have to be here so much around them. And it's like but I appreciate it because that's still a lesson. That is still a way to teach. They're just teachers. The reason why I'm like not wanting to say that is just because it's like that. How would that make you feel to learn like the reason you've taught someone is that you didn't treat them the way they deserved to be treated? It stings, but once you like accept that, it's not that hard, because that is exactly what my life was. I lost so much. I got mistreated basically so much. And the fun thing is about all that, almost everyone in those situations at the times that things fell apart, about what a karmic cycle that happened in my life was, very often those very people that hurt me so much would see me as the villain, would very often see, oh, like, wow, I get it now. That person's an absolute monster. That person's a freak. That person's this, that, whatever it is, weak, all sorts of things. And one way or another, I was very good at being, it was like, this would sound like not super positive either, but like, if there was like a most hated student award, I almost feel like, and by almost I mean I did feel like growing up that I would be the person to win that award. Most evil person. This is why I like feel like evil is subjective and why I don't care for identifying something as evil is because through growing up, what I experienced in my karmic situations was that if there was an award for most evil person, most terrible person, most anything negative, I would always be the one who I thought would win that award. And that is so sad. And I have come such a long way by listening to myself from the start. It's like we've all been who we truly are from the start. And it's like, yeah, it's not like I was like all perfect and just always said amazing, beautiful, nice things, and then everyone just hated me or something. No, it was like I was always standing in my truth from the start, and everybody hated that. And that created a lot of conflict and confusion. I was known to be manipulative. I was known to be lazy. I was known to be spiteful, or you never know when I'm going to betray you. All sorts of things. And that is also why I absolutely freaking love One Piece, guys. One Piece, everybody, like, if you want a place to relate to, go check out One Piece. I don't know about, like Steven Universe and everything is really good too. It's like, that's the other thing. It's like, I also totally get it if you don't want to check out One Piece. It's just, that is the thing that I recommend because, like, Riverdale does things for me too. Like, I'm like, whoa, I'm relating to this, and like, this is teaching me a lot. But there's so many other things in it that I'm like, I don't know if like super positive or it's negative. The one series I know that has just given me so much is One Piece, and that's why I'm always just like, yeah, definitely, because that is just like the world where I resonated with absolutely everything. And that's like Steven Universe too, and a lot of other things. And so it's like, it doesn't have to be One Piece for you. It can be others. Also, you don't have to watch anything or read stuff. Like, you can just do whatever you want to do, of course. There are many ways of learning and relating and stuff. But basically, if any of you are feeling alone, if any of you are feeling like the bad guy, if any of you are feeling like nothing is relating to you, or no one is relating to you, or stuff around you, you haven't found a good book, you haven't found a good show that you relate to, check out One Piece. I think you should read it, in my opinion, but that's just my opinion. If you watch it, it's still awesome. There are filler episodes, so I personally think you should search up the fillers and skip them. And you just search up One Piece filler list, and it's going to be like the first link, and it'll be perfect. Like, I swear, it'll show you which episodes are filler and canon. But I highly recommend reading it. But yeah, either way, it's still fantastic. Just keep in mind there is more like filler stuff in the anime, but overall it's the same series with the same amazing, beautiful messages, which is that you are not alone, and that no matter how much the outside world will show a certain perspective, that you are who you are, and you need to believe in that. Or you don't need to. You can do whatever you want, but like, believe in yourself. And no matter how many people might say something different, I hung out with someone. We haven't hung out since like ever. We actually never hung out one-on-one before in my life, and we lost contact basically after high school. But there was this one person, and I have my own reasons for reaching out, and I never got to express them. And basically, it's just like, I don't know. But anyways, we hung out, and they were talking about how like many people go through suffering and don't seem to get better. And I was like, well, I think that's up to perspective. But also, it's like, we've already seen like what happens when you when a lot, like, this is what I'm trying to say. Just because a lot of people are really into something doesn't mean it's a good idea to you for your journey, or even for those people. Like, there are very toxic videos that get gazillions of views, you know, and there can be the most amazing messages, and it's just a few small people. It's not about listening to the number. It's about listening to yourself. And so even if absolutely everybody says you are a monster, if everybody says you are this, you are that, it's not true. It can be true to them. Everyone is valid here. But you get to decide who you are and just keep on going. And the more you stay true to yourself and you can cut those people out of your life, basically, and say, nope, goodbye. And depending on what your situation is, that can be very impossible in the physical world. But you can do that in your spiritual space. You can do that with your own life. It's kind of like bullies at school. Sometimes you go to school and you can't avoid a bully, right? Sometimes that happens. But even so, you don't have to become the bully. You don't have to find the bully or look for the bully. You can just choose a path where you're like, I'm going to go on my path, and I'm not going to seek out these bullies. If they show up on my path, I will deal with them when that time comes. That is something else too. If you can't cut out certain people in your life, it's like, then just don't participate in their energy. Say no when you can. Don't be around them when you can. And go anywhere you want on your journey. And when you make these decisions and when you learn certain things, and sometimes really only time can change the situation, but truly you have to be the change too. So I've just been going on a long tangent here, but I'm saying so much love and light, guys. I'm gonna go find food now and I'm gonna get this uploaded. Talk to you all later. Peace out.